Good morning, guys. Good to see you all. Time for our mid-morning mobility snack. We're just going to do some little bit of passive work this morning. We've done some more intensive stuff over the past couple of days. So we are simply going to do a little bit of kind of some passive holds and some active holds to just open out the hips and thoracic spine. Taking it really easy today, but it's going to involve you getting up and out of your workspace and using your chair or whatever it is that you're sitting on. And we're going to start by getting into the thoracic spine. You're going to be on your knees and we're going to go palms down on your chair, and we're slowly going to walk the knees back until I can slowly start to extend the arms and drop my shoulders through towards the floor. We're just going to hold this for 10 or 15 seconds, and then I'm just going to press my hands into the chair to activate down through my lats and up through my arms and shoulders. I'm going to hold that for about 10 seconds. I'm going to relax and I'm going to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to exhale and slowly drop and extend the thoracic spine. Allow the shoulders to flex and drop through towards the floor. You might be getting a stretch up through your lats. You might be feeling it a bit more through your thoracic spine. One more time, you're just going to rise a little bit, actively press your hands into the bench, pushing down into the bench. Doesn't need to be hard. Okay, we're not trying to break the chair. Relax. And then take another deep breath in and slowly allow that stretch to increase. Good, nice and slowly come on out. And that's just going to help to open up the structures here. That might get a little bit bound down and tight from sitting at our desk. But now we're going to address the hips, both front and back of the hips this morning. Alright, up into a half kneeling position, and allowing the back knee to be underneath the hip, and in a position where the foot's just in front of the knee, and we're going to sit forward into a stretch here. Okay, and we should hopefully start to feel a stretch across that back hip, but we're not going to push it, we're not going to move too far. If you want to offset some of your body weight, you can lean onto that front leg, but we're just looking to open up the structures in the front of the hip. And again, because you sit in this position, this whole area at the front of the hip can get a little bit tight. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can try bringing both arms up overhead. That's going to increase the length. In fact, here, we're not looking for really intensive deep stretches this morning, just little micro stretches, okay? Good, and we're going to switch sides. In a position where back knees starting underneath the hip, and then I'm going to sit forwards onto that front knee until it reaches about 90 degrees. If I'm really tight across this area of the hip, all I'm going to do is I'm going to have my torso fall forward slightly to take a bit of the stress off, and I'm going to rest my arms on my knee, and that's going to deload this area. If I'm coping with that, I can come a little bit more upright and start to turn and rotate my pelvis slightly. And if I'm enjoying that, or I'm not feeling enough of a stretch, I can bring my arms up and reach up overhead, and that extension of the body creates more lengthening here. Good. And we're not looking for really deep, intense stretches, guys, okay? Just looking to open up those structures a little tiny bit. And the last one, we're just going to sit on the floor, and you're going to hug one knee in towards the chest, leaving the other one out straight, and then I'm going to lift that foot up and over. Okay, I'm trying to keep both sides of my pelvis on the floor, so as I cross that over, I don't want this side of my pelvis to come off the floor. I want my sitting bone down on the floor, and I want the sole of my foot that's crossed over flat to the floor. I'm then going to take the opposite arm, and I'm going to hug that knee into the chest. And we need to make sure here, guys, from a side-on perspective, that I'm not dumping and rounding my lower back. I want us to sit up nice and tall, using that elbow as an anchor point. Okay, we should feel a stretch coming down through into the hip. What you can do from here, if you need more of a stretch, is take the same arm as the bent knee down behind you, post it into the floor to help you to sit even more upright, and turn and look round over the shoulder. And that deeper rotated position just again helps to open up the musculature of the hip. Good, nice and slowly release. And we're just going to change over. Bring the knee up towards the chest, flip it up and over. Again, we're looking to try and keep the sole of the foot flat rather than letting the knee drop and the foot come off the floor. Opposite arm around, so it's into the crease of my elbow. I want to make sure I sit up nice and tall here rather than dumping out my lower back. And if I need more of a stretch here, I can take the same arm as the bent knee, place it down behind, allow that to help you with your posture to sit upright, and turn and look around over that back shoulder. Good, nice and slowly release. And we are done, guys.